Estate agency succession planning. Today I'm joined by Toby Phillips, who's the boss man of Martin & Co and the Xperience brands in the franchise network, property franchise network. Toby, succession planning. What do you mean by that? Talk to me.
So the first statement I'd make about any succession planning is, as a business owner, your business or a manager of a business, your business is judged when you're not in it. Because when you're in it, we know what happens, that everything happens correctly and people, the business runs. When you go on holiday for 2 weeks, that is the best judge of your business to see how your business runs when you're not in it, which reflects on two things. It reflects the fact that have your staff want to prove to you they're really, really good without you being in it, so the results should go up. And secondly, have you delegated enough and given enough responsibility and accountability while you're there, so you do enough training. So if you want someone to run a morning meeting, you don't do it when you're away. You would say, right, I'm going to watch you do this, help you, support you, so that when I'm away, I know it works in clockwork. So the point of succession planning is to achieve that. So in every single business, in every single role, people will move, people will develop, people's lives will change. As I said earlier in one of our earlier videos, one of the biggest costs is, without a succession plan, you have to go out onto the open market and you may be rushed into a decision because of staffing heads, or you will pay a lot of money, a lot of guarantees for someone who has a lot of experience, but again, may not fit what you're looking for. So in every business, whether you're a business owner and you're coming up to that point of, I must start looking at my exit on this business, who is my succession plan? That succession plan should be someone who's worked with you, shares your values. You've also shared your ambition for this business.
A bit like a mini-me.
Mini-me. You want to be able to photocopy yourself and say, this was me in 5 years ago. This is the person who will either purchase this business for me or will take this business over from me when I no longer want to be here day to day. And you do the best succession planning, and I'm talking from a franchise model for a moment, the best succession planning is that you can work reduced days and your business levels move forward because you've got a robust succession plan in place. But that succession plan has been moulded over time with experience and also with more autonomy to understand where the business is and that managerial level. But even down to the point of a succession plan, if my senior negotiator was to move on and hopefully get promotion to another office, where is my next senior negotiator? Do I need to go and fish in what is a tricky recruitment pool, or actually have I already got that planned and mapped behind? And that's the key to this.
All comes about picking the right people, and then you've got to have a succession plan for yourself and a succession plan for the people within your branch as well.
You can never stop. We've called it over the years a subs bench, an ice file in case of emergency. You break the file. But if the best prospects you have in every business are the people already in it. So it's about developing those people to the maximum of their strengths. You already employed the people because they got the right attitude, but you're part of your partnership agreement, coming back to our earlier video.
Check that video out, ladies and gentlemen.
Your job as part of this should be, you've got the attitude, you've got the work ethic. I've now given you the skill every year so that actually I've built you to a person who literally knows how I think and is my succession plan. And you should have that at every level. So if your lister goes today, what happens there? What happens if your front end person goes? You can't say, right.
And ring up the recruitment agency and just get me anyone who can value a house.
Exactly. I want to know that people in my business, A, are going to stay, but B, they are going to develop through, and I'm transparent with my succession plan.
So everyone in the office knows?
I'm very transparent. If you achieve this performance level, behavioural wise and objective wise, this is the path that I'm looking to develop this business into. So you're already putting it back onto employees. Say, if you want to be part of my succession plan, you've got to keep achieving these.
I would say this, take this a little bit further. I do agree with you, by the way, is the amount of times I've seen someone open a second branch and bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've been very lucky over the years, both working for Belvoir and also with the role I've been doing for the last decade, is I find normally 5 out of 6 people fail at the second branch.
Yeah.
And the 2 scenarios that I've ever seen where don't guarantee success, but have a fantastic percentage chance of succeeding is you either, if there's a equity partnership, one partner goes to one and one stays there. And the other one is where you bring up a mini-me, and whether you put mini-me in the new office or you keep mini-me at the existing office and you move, that works really well.
And none of them are guaranteed success routes, but they have a far higher percentage that if someone's put money in, they've still got to share your work ethic, your values, because I've seen a lot of people put money in and then actually think, I'm now a business owner, I'll go and play golf 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But actually the mini-me scenario is where you're saying to someone, look, office number 2, you've been with me for 5 years, you want to put 20% in, give you enough, it's uncomfortable because you've got you some money in, but it's not going to bankrupt you. But actually, you've already put that investment in because I know what you want.
Would you put mini-me in the new one, or would you keep mini-me in the old one?
It could be one of the most difficult questions. Personally, the difference is you want to put the best person. So if that mini-me is from that area, has the local network and fits that area, it's a no-brainer. What you've got to look at is whichever way you look at this, opening branch 2, one can't go up and one can't go down, but you are diluting the dynamics of office 1 because you're taking a key player out, which means that your succession planning below mini-me has to be really good, because someone's going to step into mini-me, they might be a couple of years away, but then you're looking at office 3 because you've already got that person in the wings.
And it's and again, let's just go down that rabbit hole because I just find it fascinating, is which do you think is the killer office number? Going from 1 to 2, 2 to 4? Where do you think, where's the trap?
I actually think the trap is between office 3.
Yep.
And I think if you get office 3 right, I think when you get to 5 is a sweet spot. And then I think when you get to, I think 5 for me is an absolute sweet spot. If you've got but above 5, you have to then bring in probably a 3rd partner to the relationship.
I'm with you.
I think 2 partners can do 5, 1 partner can do 3, and I think a sweet spot is 5. But interestingly, then once you get up to a double figure amount, then you have to have really solid directors, partners, equity partners in some of those individual branches to make it work. I've seen it work, but it's the sweet spot for me. Once I got to 5 on my own, that's enough.
And it requires a different mindset to run 5 offices as opposed to 1.
Totally. You're reliant on 4 people you can't see every day, on your income, on your family's income and quality of life. But also when you've got 4, 5 people in that position, number 1, you've increased your headcount tenfold in the marketplace.
That's a big wage bill.
You've got 5 lots of rates, you've got 5 lots of rent, you've got 5 lots of everything, cars, insurance, everything else. And if you look at the world we live in today, and there's a big debate regarding the hub model, do you lose market share in the areas you're not in? People talk to me a lot about let's attack the white space. Okay, that's quite a difficult concept. But actually, if you've got 5 prominent locations and you're on your own, that's the point of failure is times 5. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where you get. However, the rewards are 4 times higher. Got to get the right people.
All comes down to the right
All
people.
about people.
Toby, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Chris.